Clean the carousel. Who's ready for this one? Cleaning the carousel. From Stacy Peachy. Just Power Washer. I've just joined the traveling carnival pitching up at the recreation ground. You may have seen us purchase a beautiful classic carousel, but I'm worried about being outgunned by the owners of the bigger rides. It's pretty filthy. Was going to clean it myself, but then I thought, what would happen if I gave her a deep clean and really made her pop? Who'd want to slowly slide down a grubby helter-skelter when they can waltz around a pristine carousel, right? Make her ping and we'll both clean up. You arrive in a plain van, right? Don't want the competition to get the same idea. Who's ready? We're cleaning a carousel for almost the same amount we cleaned a mansion for. Very fluffy. So this Bigfoot thing actually makes more sense. I'll watch for a bit more and then go to bed. So of course we go around and we look at stuff. Okay. I definitely just saw a thing for like to press a button. Okay. Like everything clean and shiny. Rosen, you ever been to a fun fair? And if so, what did you like riding there? I've only ever been to one festival or fair in my life. That's for the county that I live next to. And it's like the most rinky-dink thing you've ever seen. I like the flying chairs. I used to be really bad about rides that went off the ground. Like, I'll ride Ferris wheels and whatnot because I like know how they work. Only goes to the field trip. I've never been to the State Fair of Texas, and I do not recommend anyone ever go to that thing. It is a giant scam. Had a friend who went once with like 2 of her children. Either 2 of her children, 2 of her grandchildren, I forget. One of my mother's friends. And she spent like $1,000. I see you commence work and you are a pressure washer. I am a pressure washer. Not that I have pressure washer, I am just the pressure washer itself. Surely Stacy doesn't think that her cleaning her carousel will make it more attractive prospect than my towering helter-skelter. Is he hiding on top of the helter-skelter watching you? I wish I knew where it was. I can get the stubby. Dalton, after we played Resident Evil 7, wouldn't you prefer if we had gotten to this game afterwards instead of No Man's Sky? That would have been a leap, wouldn't it? Oh, I just realized what's going to be a real pain in the ass. I have to clean the top of it. Okay, so cleaning liquid. Oh god, I have to actually... Yep, I have to clean the roof. Well, at least I cleaned the pole. Hey, you're back. Hey. You're nodding off. Have it going, Dalton. Was talking with an education exchange students who just got into my class. Oh? Where are they from? Tell us everything, Maria. Night, Dalton. Hungary and France, and a classmate told me they only spoke English or French, and others just switched to English. I would have laughed if you had just been like, okay, I got this, and like switched to French. You would have loved the fact that most Americans don't know another language. We know English, and we expect everyone else to know it too. To the point that Americans get mad when they go to other countries and they don't speak English. That's always a fun one to read about. Luckily my English is good. American, we speak American. Yeah, it's just weird that Americans get mad at other countries for not speaking English. Please check your job planner as a matter of urgency. Should I? Do I have a job planner? It's like English, but grammatically wrong. I mean, to be fair, most Americans. Yes, my helter skelter filter. Should I clean your helter skelter? Yes, this will affect performance. Okay. Should I clean it for you, man? Yes, the slide itself is beset by sticking spots, which take considerable arm strength and willpower to get past. Kevin Bernard. Here's the thing, Maria. You could speak English and grammatically be wrong. Most Americans are just going to be like, not going to understand what you got wrong. They'll just know that you did get something wrong. And so they won't even try to correct you on it. That or they simply won't care. What if I talk in the British way because my boyfriend is slowly turning me British? I mean, if you have a British accent, most Americans here will just dreadfully love you for no real reason. They're just like, oh my god, you have a British accent, I love you. You'll have every guy and girl like falling over you if you have a British accent. As long as it's not like, as long as you're not from like Slough. Even Americans understand Slough is like shitland. But yeah, if you can get the if you can get the British accent down, and I mean like really have it down and can speak it flawlessly and everything in a British accent, you'll do well in America. For no reason other than the fact that you have the accent. Americans like have this obsession with the British accent. But especially like the posh British. As long as it's not like a Geordie accent. Like Geordie, Slough. Most Americans love the posh British accents. Not Geordie accents and like what an actual British person's like. Oh, how do you get into that accent? I know how to get into a Geordie accent. But it'll break my brain for a minute when I do it. Alright. That's how you talk? Oh god, I went into Australian for a second. Alright. Alright. Okay, that's how you talk in it. If you just say the word alright with like the slightest bit of twang, you get a Geordie accent. Thank you, Jimmy Carr, for that lesson. It's also 4 in the morning, so like I'm not gonna have much of an accent anyway. Someone commented on my vocal fry the other day, like how fried my vocals sound. And I'm not sure if I should be insulted or not. Oh, we did it. Hey, look at that. Rosen, you want to go to a fair together? To one of these little bitty fairs that has like a carousel. How goes your sorting and organizing, by the way? Yes? In the county next to the one that I live in, there is a fair every October. It's very much a country fair. You want to go on bumper cars? They do have bumper cars there. There's also a place in town. Of course, when I say in town, I mean a very large area in town. Let's go to the top of it. It's as close as I can safely drive. Rosen, you want to go on a road trip? You want to drive across the country? Yes, Miss Promise will make it live if I drive. Hey, I gotta sleep at some point, and the way you do road trips is you don't stop for anything other than get to your destination. I'm trying to like get a road trip set up so like we can actually go someplace. Jay and I keep talking about going on road trips, and like we have friends who want to go with us. But it's like, man, if the world could calm down for 2 seconds. Like Dalton and I want to go on a road trip together. I've got a bunch of friends who want to go on road trips. I've got Alexa that wants to go. I've got Cappy that wants to go. And then like Dalton and I are so needed at our job. Yeah, Dalton and I both can't take off time from our jobs to save our lives. Anytime I get off from work is like a godsend. We are so needed at our jobs. And I'm starting to think we've gotten to the point where they can't operate the store without some of us there where I work. Because they can't hire enough people to put back in our spots. And I pressed the accelerator instead of the brake. Oh my god, what happened? Oh, there's some more to this story. My Jeet Kune Do instructor has always said, in an emergency, hit the nearest thing as hard as you can. What did you hit? No, I need more to this story. Why do I have a feeling the next part of that story is going to be like, so we killed someone? found the fake Valentine berry I used to shoo away an old classmate. Okay, there's a story there. What is it? What'd you do? Yeah, so how goes your sorting and organizing everything going? Pretty good. It's getting harder and harder to throw away certain stuff. Okay. I mean, you're starting to hit into that, like, oh, this is shit that I remember why I have it. I can't get rid of this for this specific reason. You're starting to get into that stuff. Oh, this is plastic. That's why. We start first looking for specific items, then easy now stuff I still need even if I want to get rid of it. Yeah, I think you're finally getting to that point of like, oh, yeah, I know what this thing is. I probably still will need it in like a year. This next year is going to be interesting, isn't it, Rosen? The next 12 months. I'm scared to find out what it's going to bring for all of us. Do you remember about the guy I told you who tried to force me to hold his hand even though I hinted no and had to slap his hand away? I bought myself a dozen Rosen's card chocolate and a bear to carry on the way to school. He calmed down after that. You basically had to trick the kid into like leaving you alone. Uh, is that floating now? Wait a minute. Is it actually floating? Yeah, that was floating for a second. Found it. Okay, there it is. Done with your English book a week before due class? Wait, you're done? Really? Are you done with all your English work? Yes, I just finished the English book. Really? Okay. As someone from the States who can speak English fluently, has no problem with the language, understands at least conversationally a few other languages, I have to know, what is it like to learn English as someone who doesn't like speak it fluently from birth? What is that process like? Because, like, English here is, hey, here are the parts of speech. We're going to, like, make you understand that much. But it's not like, hey, here's English, learn some words. Like we do a foreign language. Though the way foreign language is done here is shitty. At least the way my school did it was shitty. Because test-based education does not work. I don't know. Well, for me, I was like, wow, my classmates don't the numbers English, and I was like, let's just watch YouTube videos in English. And now I'm on the edge of on the top of my class. Well, I mean, look, Maria, I can't tell other than the fact that we're friends that you're not a native English speaker. Your language doesn't show any different. Like you sound more fluent than people I know who live here. My English is so good. I mean, I speak English all the time, both typing and speaking it. Yeah, like, I've heard you speak before on your stream. And outside your, like, accent, I wouldn't be able to tell. Is that bad? I've been working on hiding. I hate the Danish accent. No, no, no. If you're looking, like, if you come to the United States and you come looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, more or less just like your ticket. That's the quickest way to score an American is have an accent. Have a foreign accent. Oh yeah, Americans love that shit. No, 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 no. Sound British, sound Danish, sound German, sound Russian, sound Australian. If all you're looking for is to get laid or have a serious relationship, either one, that's your only goal, is something involving another person in a relationship status, whether it be getting laid or like having an actual relationship, your ticket is basically having an accent. You won't even have to like have hard work. Americans are stupid and like accents. There's 4 main American accents, okay? There's Long Islander, which sounds like this, and they talk really quick because they're going places, and I mean, you have a sub-dialect of that, which is the Boston accent, which is pack your car. I'm gonna park my car in the car key with my khakis in Harvard Yard. You have the Texan accent, which just sounds like I'm talking real slow, but it happens that way. You have the Southern accent, which sounds like the Texan accent, but not as drawn out. Texan accent has a very like wide drawl to it, and so you hear me coming a mile away. Then you have the Midwestern accent. The general American accent, or the Midwestern accent, is what most Americans hear as their general accent. And so it just sounds like this. This is what an American accent sounds like. What you think of an American accent is this. This is what anyone from the Midwest sounds like. This is trained, by the way. I have had to train my voice to sound this way. If I don't train my voice to sound this way, I either become a Long Islander or I become a Texan. I have 2 main accents I like default to. If I'm really tired, I default to the Texan accent. If I'm really excited, I default to the Long Island accent. The New York accent. So there's a joke here about Texas, is that how do you know someone's from Texas? Don't worry, they'll tell you. Is because most Texans will introduce themselves by saying, howdy, I'm from Texas. It is the most stereotypical and true thing ever. I don't know anyone saying OP was a Midwestern thing. I say it all the time. Yeah, the general American accent or the general Midwestern accent, they're the same thing. But when people think of like an American accent, they think of that. Your newscasters are general American accent. They're actually trained to speak in a general Midwestern accent. Because it is the most clear and concise way of speaking your mind without having any kind of accents or impediments in your voice. It rolled down the entire creek. Oh my god, well, there's a helter-skelter that's someplace. I just would enjoy Texan Cat. Texan Cat doesn't exist very much. I've had to train out parts of my accents. There's also some like Seattle accent, which is not as Midwestern, but it's still very like clear and concise. There's also like a California accent, which is just like, hey man, where you going, man? It's very like loose. That's how it would be considered as a very loose accent. There's also Cajun, which is Creole, and it's French Creole, and so it's a lot of like English that's spoken through a French accent. Suddenly I have the urge to scream about my Appleton experience at the Bath & Body Works. What happened with Appleton? American English also has a lot of Creole languages that are in what are they called? Pidgins. We have a lot of Pidgins and a lot of Creole languages that are stuck in here that just like come out like German American as spoken down in Pflugerville and in New Braunfels, Texas, and also up where in Lancaster County up in Pennsylvania. There's certain German accents that are stuck here in our language. And then you have AAVE that exists. And I'm not even going to attempt to talk about AAVE or do an impression of AAVE, because that would get me in more trouble than I'm willing to deal with. There's a video about a very angry Candic lady from Wisconsin on YouTube. Candle lady? Oh, okay. Yeah, if you ever want to talk about accents, I can teach you everything about American accents and well, not everything, but the general. And I know some resources to learn them. But most of the stuff that you're gonna learn as a foreigner is probably gonna try to teach you general Midwestern accent. Unless your teacher just happens to be from one of the states that has a pigden attached to it. We talk about the weirdest shit here. You found your makeup bag. If I get a British accent, I'm not letting that go. Well, here's the thing about accents, is that if you don't practice them enough, you will wind up losing most of it, or like butchering it, and it will become your own like pigden. So if you're not around enough people that have like a proper British accent, you will just create your own version of a British accent. One of those things, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. But instead of you actually losing the accent, you just butcher it. My boyfriend is British. He has quite the British accent. What's his accent? Is he Geordie? Is he from Slough? Where's he from? Does he have a Midlands accent? Or a Shetlands accent? Oh, he's London? Is he a oh god, what's the word for it? A chav. Is he a chav? You know, London has like 6 different kinds of accents. Does he speak any Welsh? I only know one word in Welsh, okay? And the word is cwtch. C-W-T-C-H. Cwtch. It's not a bad word. It's actually a really, really good word. Kind of cute when you know what it means, but it has no English translation. The closest English translation that I know of for the word cwtch is a hug from someone that you have not seen in a long time. That is the only translation I've ever heard for it, because Welsh is a weird fucking language. And you hear the word cwtch and you don't think C-W-T-C-H. Oh my god. How long have we been cleaning this thing for? I wish they gave you like some kind of meter to tell you that, hey, you've been cleaning this thing for X number of minutes. Rosen, how much more stuff do you have to look through out of all of your things? That's one done. We've done one of them. Holy shit. One small closet worth should be easier now that I have my main necessary evils found. How's that entire moving plan going? I'll look at that later, Maria. Watch him have like a Geordie accent. Cleaning up the carousel, still fucking cleaning it. You still need to clean the horses after this. I know, and the horses are a bitch to clean. We're 90% done. I've got the fucking horses to clean. It's also 4:30 in the morning. We also have the entire inside of the place to clean. Luckily the inside shouldn't take long, but the horses are a bitch to clean. Why are you shaking your head at me, huh? Just telling you the truth. They'd be a bitch to clean. They're really hard to clean, actually. Go to bed? No, Mom, I won't. You go to bed. How late is it for you there, huh? I'm in school, I wish. That's the great thing about college. You don't want to be there, you don't have to be. You're paying to be there. You don't show up for school, they don't come to get you. Let's go to the top of it. Why not? Oh my god. This thing is sticking everywhere. I want to place it up here someplace. Oh, there definitely was an intersection spot. I'm proud of myself. Never tell me what I can and can't do. It's actually not floating. But what it is doing is just as dumb. Also, I can't get back up to it, so... There it is. Yeah, so this nozzle right here is like supporting the weight of the whole thing on that one point. Guess it's the height of where you can put it. Interesting. But that wasn't floating. Totally illogical, you're not wrong. But floating it was not. You're not wrong about the floating though. I don't know how I picked that up from there, but okay. Picked that up from way over here. So parts of the game aren't working correctly, I'm noticing. Maria, besides talking to your boyfriend and playing video games, what else do you like to do in your free time? What is the daily life of a girl in Denmark towards your free time? Okay, playing with your dogs, okay. Anything else? I don't know, I read a bit. What do you read? What kind of books you got? Besides Teen Vogue magazine, obviously. Though I don't take you as like a girly girl. Slowly getting my way through Harry Potter. Never heard of that. That's an American magazine for teenage girls. Vogue is technically a French magazine, but that's beside the point. I wouldn't call myself that. A girly girl? Yeah, you don't seem like a girly girl. Then what do you seem like? I don't know, just not a girly girl. See, my problem with that is like the whole stereotypical like girly girl thing is, oh my god, you're interested in makeup and like are vain as fuck. Because I've dealt with that before. Back on the horse we go. Yep. But at the same time, like Janet gets anytime like a certain kind of makeup or like nail polish comes out, she gets excited about it, but like not for the crazy ones. And the same with Kathy. So I would never call Janet a girly girl. But like when it comes to, oh, was a rainbow colored like nail polish or like something like that, she'll get it. She'll pay the price for it, but she's happy because it's rainbows. But it's not because of the fact that it's like a nail polish or whatever. It helps, but it's not because of it. Makeup's not you, I don't even have to put it on. Not even mascara? I need the horse rod. Is all of it out? Got that one. Have fun in class. I love it, the fact that this thing was like, oh yeah, there's some bits of the horse you can't see. You gotta clean that one section. That one little section. Got it. Plastic cleaner. Oh my god, I somehow have to get this entire damn horse clean. Why are there so many goddamn horses? Why are they so dirty? Rosen, you having fun? As I try to maneuver around a horse in real space, in 3D space, as it moves up and down. Also, my god, it's so loud. I didn't realize it was that loud. I'm a pet the purdy pony. You go for it, Rosa. You go for it. Can I get up? Good. That one's clean. Come back out. How many are clean? All but one. Oh my god, that noise is off now. I can hear my thoughts again. Oh man. Now I have to do all of the other stuff inside. Cleaning liquid. Get more plastic cleaner. Rosie, you want to start up a power washing company? How about I charge people to clean stuff for me? So there actually is a thing, I don't know if it's in the United States or not, but I know it's in Britain, it might be in the United States, where you pay money to go in and just break shit. They have like old laptops and like broken electronics that they've that they've like managed to get their hands on, and like you go in there and there's like a table full of stuff that you can use to destroy the laptops and like all the electronics and everything, and like you just go ham. And then the place takes all the stuff that you destroyed and like breaks it down to like the stuff that they can sell to a reseller for all the money that's in it. Yeah, it's like 20 bucks and you can like just go in and break shit. And they just get all these electronics for free, because why the fuck not? Or they get them for super cheap, and so like they make crazy amounts of money just because it's a white room with a bunch of stuff to break other shit with. It was that, or it was gonna be, I suggest we start a escape room. Just ideas, like, oh man, we could do an escape room. All we need is the space, and like, that's not that hard to find out here. If someone just like, oh man, I can't use my building right now because it's like the pandemic, or I'm selling my building, or I'm renting it out, and just be like, okay, cool, I can work with that. You want to try an escape room? I mean, there's plenty in the area. There was one escape room that I've been to that was... You had an hour to... What was the premise? The premise is that you got captured by a serial killer. And you had an hour before he would return home and finish the deed. And so you had to unbind yourself from handcuffs, aka ropes that weren't tied super tightly, and break out of like one of three, like into one room, into a different room, from that room to another room, which actually had the escape. And like all of the puzzles were interconnected, and it required like teamwork and everything. And they confiscated everyone's cell phones. And like there's bonus objectives, like there were two different, like there were three different endings. One, of course, if like the guy like gets back home. There was a guy kidnapped on the inside who, like, you trusted him. He would give you a key to like solve a different puzzle, but it would take more time off your like it would take time out of like time you could just be spent leaving. But it would be like the evidence to convict this person. It was interesting, I'll say. I recommend them. But you really want to go with a group that can work well together, because if you're not working well together, you'll hate each other by the end of it. I feel like I've been working on this thing for like 3 hours. And I know I haven't, but I still feel like it. I know I've been working on it for at least 2. We're at 98%. We're so close to being done. Oh, we're getting closer. Got that one, that one. Holy shit, what the fuck, man? There's so much to clean. How long have I been doing this one? This one's taken like 2 hours, I swear. Okay. What else do I have to do? Okay. Rosa, when you move, what's the first thing you're gonna do? Outside of unpack. Besides, like, unpack, take a shower, get all the funk off you from moving. Set a bed, shower, eat, unpack. Of course. It's always unpack. Yeah, but besides that point, you have all the time in the world. Once you move, ain't nobody can tell you really have to leave at that point. Center pole frames 6. Fantastic to keep me going. Well, we have a plan together for like what you're gonna do after the fact, because like once it's all done, it's like, okay, well, we're here. What now? Center pole ring. Does it need to be running? Setting up extra source of income? Where's that last bit of dirt? I don't know. Make sure it's none of those. I see it. Yeah, no, wait, that's the water I just put up there. I have no idea where it is. Oh my god, it's flush with it. So I do need it on. Okay, cool. No, I think I know a way to do it. Carousel Curly alerts are going to lose it when they see it. I can probably smell all that hard cash in my hands already. Thanks so much. That took like 2 hours.